Kyle, are you seeing stories about innocent people sent to El Salvador? I see them every day, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I worry they're inaccurate.
I'm sure that some innocent people have been sent to El Salvador.
Like the one today.
What I'm even positive of
dude?
is that the El Salvadorians have people in there that
yeah.
are innocent. However, I will say this as well: most of them are guilty. And
that's not good enough. That's not good
even.
Enough.
All right,
there was a guy
convicted.
I heard about him today. Apparently, the gang sign social media was literally the peace symbol, and his gang tattoo was a rainbow autism awareness tattoo. Ooh. And they're like, "That's 2 strikes. He's going to El Salvador for life." He has nothing to do with these things. Oh, and as he was like speaking to ICE, he's like, "This is an autism awareness tattoo," and they're like, "Yeah, we know you're not going to El Salvador. You're not going to, but we have to take you in, but you're not going to be treated like the rest of these people." He's there right now. There was another guy who was a gay makeup artist, like worked in entertainment. He's in the El Salvador prison now. He was not part of the gang.
Are
we sure? I don't know. I'm as good as my sources. I'm sure I read it correctly.
Here's why I ask. He would stick out like the sorest thumb on a hand with no fingers. Because when they show these cages of people, they all look the same. First of all, they shave their faces and heads every week entirely, like forcibly. And they are all, South American. I saw one guy couldn't have been 5 feet tall. He was so much shorter than the rest of them. Little Mowgli. He looked like Mowgli from fucking Jungle Book, except with a shaved head and a sour look on his face.
Dude, I bet he's sleeping next to his own Baloo.
They start explaining what all their tattoos mean, because I didn't see one who was not tatted up. And I mean tatted full body and face. I didn't see one. And they'll have like devil horn. So this guy is gonna pop. Okay, if he's in there, you're gonna notice.
Dude,
what's that dangerous snake tattoo?
Oh, what is that dangerous snake tattoo? I don't know about this guy.
They covered that up by the Chiron because it says MS-13 on it.
They didn't even know some of these guys' name. Like, that's the level of due process they got before sentenced to life in an El Salvador prison. I get it's comedy comedy. We should know right from wrong.
Yeah,
dude, I'm with you. I just think it's I'm having a little fun at the expense of the political prisoners who've been sent to another country. But it would be hilarious I would write on the piece of paper like his gang name was Snake. This is Snake right here.
This is Snake.
I remember when I filled out my passport, they asked if I had any aliases, and I was like, I can't fucking lie, and they were like, lie. But that guy, that prison is pretty sketchy. It's pretty scary. I would not want to be sent there. And I'll tell you, I'd mind my P's and Q's if I were, the kind of person who might be sent there. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be speaking out too politically. I wouldn't be exercising any rights that might be in a tenuous state of flux these days.
I saw that in a good news thing, someone shot down the Chinese girl who they were going to deport for being anti-Israel protests.
They shot her?
No, they didn't shoot her. They were like, hey, we're deporting.
They shot the plane.
They shot the plane. Yeah. No, they were like, all right, you're getting deported because you're on a student visa and you're protesting Israel. And then some judge was like, no, you can't do that. That's like a speech thing. So any of the free speech stuff, I'm in favor of.
I don't.
Just opinions.
I don't.
That is true, because like at the end of the day, a judge is like, I don't like this, and they're like, oh, interesting, Mr. Judge. When are you sending your personal army to enforce that? Oh, wait, you don't have one.
Yeah. Judges ruled they couldn't send these guys to El Salvador. Yet there they are rotting.
Where's your Apache helicopter?
Oh, you don't have an Apache helicopter? I've got 30,000 of them. I got so many, I just leave them to Afghanis to play with and have fun with. I would love a documentary on how those guys are holding up. They got their jungle gyms back. They have all these tanks. They have like a lot. Are they having fun? Are they having a good time? Are they like a dog that caught the ambulance finally, and now they're not sure what to do with it?
No, the Taliban has been trying to like become very, very much the official
Taliban, not Al Qaeda,
of Afghanistan, and they've been, It would be hilarious if they put in a travel advisement to their people for the United States because of our civil rights abuses. I would love to see that because I saw like a few European countries did that. Germany, Ireland, and maybe France put in travel advisements to the United States. But you want to end up in an El Salvadorian prison. You keep up with that talk. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got ways of dealing with you people. We pay El Salvador $250,000 and they
Canadian
store you like
there if we need to.
I mean, $250,000 a dissident. That's not bad.
All of them, but they're hockey. Bruce, good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
How are you?
I know it's been years. Also, sounds like we're keeping it light today, huh?
We're keeping it light.
We just got started. We didn't want to upset anyone. Talk about political prisoners and El Salvadorian.
We like to front load the heaviness in the first 17 minutes, and then we get from here. Yeah.
So I wish he'd left. But she shot him real good a couple times. That's her. She cosplays all the time. You can find her outside of an illegal immigrant's bodega, dressed with a full tactical gear, but her hair and makeup will be as well done as it was right there, like full beauty pageant makeup and hair mixed with a badge and on a chain with a bulletproof vest that says like new sheriff or some crazy shit. She went down to that crazy prison. She went down to the prison in El Salvador. Did you see that, Woody?
Yes. Yeah. She's standing in front of all these, like, they look like they were cast for that position. They grabbed all the tatted up, scariest prisoners in an El Salvador Supermax, and she's posing in front of them.
She's like, how would you like to come and live with these guys? No? Then shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, I hate when politicians do that LARPy shit so much. There's this one lady here in Missouri who this Hispanic lady who's trying to be popular for Republicans, and she'll like just be in some Missouri field somewhere with a gun, and there's like a mannequin tied up like a criminal or like some rapist, and she's like, this is what I want done to the rapists in America. And she just like shoots this mannequin in the back of the head while it's tied to a chair. And she's like, I'm so-and-so Vasquez fighting for you in Missouri. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what does this have to do with anything?
Oh, she's a firefighter.
That's Christy Nome again. That's clearly her putting out.
Cowboy. I got her. It's like the Statue of Liberty. Like she dresses up in costume all the time.
Dude, this is how I would be a politician.
She's in the Coast Guard boat or some shit doing some drug interdiction. She's got a whole like helmet on and the ear. Look, she has earrings on.
Dude, this is just an Instagram girl that snuck into elected office because she's just coming up with stuff. Like if I were governor, I'd be like, I need to go get
El Salvadorian secret prison.
Dude, I need to go get photos taken at Disney World for my campaign, and I need to spend all day there, and I need the fast pass.
We should invite her on the podcast. We'll just be like, yeah, we're all dressing up as Bennett. Say less.
Yeah.
They
she can be sorry.
The controls of a military plane here.
It's on the ground. So, they let her fool around with it.
That she's flying an AC-130 apparently there.
Is she flying an AC-130 or?
I mean, it appeared so. She had the controls in hand, and that was definitely her. Wearing jeans and heels in the cockpit of an AC-130. I'm sure that happened. No, there's no way she flew it. Those things are cancer capsules, I guess. Like they're just full of things that give you cancer, an AC-130. It's nothing but lead dust and depleted uranium dust and just evil. Not to mention all the propellant and the gases and everything. Those guys should be on respirators the whole time. They're not. They're breathing that air. They're loading those guns. Like you imagine. When I played Call of Duty back in the day and I did the AC-130 mission, I imagined that every time I pressed, the trigger, that there was an automated sort of thing happening. There's guys in the back of the AC-130 loading those cannon shells up. It's a howitzer they're shooting just from an airplane. It's a terrible job.
They're not wearing gloves or masks or anything?
I'm sure they got gloves, but I don't think and they may have masks, but they're not wearing respirators. They're not breathing good air. They're breathing in all that dust. The cancer rates are crazy on those crews. Like way, way higher than normal, like 3 or 4 times higher. She's a badass. All right, look at that.
I don't know about she's
really
This is when she took down Osama bin Laden, I'm told.
If I'm being attacked, I want the dude behind her.
Yes, I mean she looks good for 53, but she needs to cut it out with the Halloween stuff. Yeah,
I like it. That's brilliant stuff right there. I don't think the people that she's trying to sway they see that and they're like, what a badass. Look at that. That's a woman right there.
Does anybody really? I mean, like, how many people actually think that? when they see her in a bunch of costumes.
What that is for are for people who are largely apolitical and might vote and like their entire experience of her will just be like, oh, I think I saw her, locking up illegals with a gun at some point. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Well, she's North Dakota, South Dakota. Where is she from?
One of the Dakotas, right?
Yeah, it's one of the Dakotas.
The way I see it is she is telling us her political positions through pictures. She's got the gun there.
It's like a baby book.
She's got the gun in her hand. She has the El Salvador prisoners in her hand. She dresses up in like full MAGA attire with the hat and everything a handful of times. What are some of the other ones we looked at?
She's making herself like a go get 'em military law enforcement adjacent leader hero.
It's instead of using text, she's using images to say these are my values. Unless she's just not that sophisticated and I'm projecting something better than she had in mind.
No, I mean, some PR person, like she clearly likes doing it, but someone on her PR team is like, hey, we're going to get you in this and it's going to play well with XYZ demographic we're trying to court. The same reason that like you remember that hyper viral photo shoot that AOC did years ago where she was like crying near a migrant facility, like looking in the trying to make puppy dog
Same
eyes,
thing.
like crying the way like it's an 8-year-old does when they're like trying to push it out. It's like that. I don't think that either of them independently came up with those ideas. I think someone on their team was like, "This will play. Do it. Dance, monkey. You're a politician."
Dude,